don't know, I just can't get her out of my head, you know? It's like she's there just looking at me with those beautiful eyes.
Listen, I understand, and Mrs. Garrett is a terribly attractive woman, but we have to move on and get to the review of The Fabelmans.
Okay, fine.
All right, so let's start with this. What were your expectations going into the film?
I really didn't know anything about it. I knew it was a Spielberg film, and that's about it. And, I mean, being that it was a Spielberg film, I expected it to be pretty good, or great, for that matter. But I was still skeptical because, I hadn't seen any of his stuff for a while. So.
Very interesting, very interesting. What do you think about the overall length of the film? Does it work for the film?
It does. When I heard the length, that was going to be 2 hours and 40 minutes, I'm like, oh, brother, I'm going to have to pee. But I did not have to. Well, I did have to pee. I'm not lying to you anymore. I had to pee, but I was enjoying myself so much that I did not get up and pee.
Okay, all right. Well, how about the acting? How were the performances in this film?
The performances across the board were wonderful. Notable performances, Judd Hirsch, who of Taxi fame. Yes, absolutely wonderful, hilarious, heartwarming kind of a character, over the top, but he was the first character that really kind of embraced this and taught our main character about like being a dreamer and following your dreams.
What would you say are some of the negatives of this film?
Ooh, negatives. Well, I wouldn't say the film has any negative aspects in terms of what I saw in it, but there were some negative scenes that shined a light on the 50s where there was anti-Semitism and some bullying. And also, his dad wasn't very supportive of his, not in a mean way, but just really thought it was a hobby more so than a career choice.
How do you feel the way it was shot and about the music?
The music was just wonderful and would pull you into these scenes. Notably, there were scenes with Michelle Williams where she is the mother who also, had aspirations of being a performer, and she would sit at the piano in some of these really kind of heavier, sad scenes, and it would bring you in so wonderfully. Just classic, wonderful John Williams scoring, and it hit you in the feels when it really needed to.
Would you recommend this to be seen in theaters, or could it be watched on streaming?
I think this goes both ways, but because it is about the heartfelt, and the dreaming of filmmaking, I think seeing it in the theater would be the right way to go, especially, if you're a big Spielberg fan and you want to embrace and see what he was dreaming about, I guess you could say.
We're almost done here.
Okay.
In order to wrap up and make sure that we can assess everything going on in today's session, what would you rate it out of 5?
Oh, I'm going to go, because I just don't think anything is perfect. It was a bit of a slow burn in the beginning, but the payoff was good. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Wow.
And I don't know what we do for these therapy sessions. What do we give it? Do we give it smiles?
For sure, you give it a smile, and I'm about to show you everything that I've worked on here in just a moment.
Okay.
I think that I've gotten a clear judgment of everything that you've said thus far. But 4.5 out of 5. And would you tell people who are watching this for the first time to subscribe and like the channel?
Oh, yes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave comments. They really help us out. And any of our sponsors, please check out, especially Trade Coffee. Check them out. I'm Brett Sheridan, and this was Christian Harloff.
Well, I didn't show you. This is the way I.
Oh, yes. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah. Apparently that's what. Are you even a licensed therapist?
I'm not.
Oh, great.